What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, so I just moved out to Utah from Massachusetts, so I will finally be getting a jump on this for once. I have my own place, my own garage. I've got my new chassis, dirt bike that is already torn apart because I didn't have that, and I got bored, so I got that, and then ended up with all of this. Yeah, so basically gonna be rebranding the channel to a different name. I would like to start, I guess, vlogging at this point. And the Toyota Enthusiast, yeah, the Toyota Enthusiast, it was a cool name at first, and it was just something fun. And now I'm like, okay, if I want to build this to something more, maybe, I don't know. I'm like, I don't think I can really monetize with that because I might run into, some legal issues. So, yeah, I'm gonna be changing that name. But as for now, kind of dive into the projects I got going on and show you guys the, well, it's just the garage, I guess, at this point. I mean, it's a decent garage I got, Got a toolbox over there, staircases up over there, a little raised platform section, which is kind of weird. I wish it was just flat. So eventually in the winters, I'm gonna at least have, the RAV kind of tucked, well, actually, maybe the Celica tucked over there. Just get some ramps up to it, and then have like the work truck and the RAV over here. We'll see, because I like having my work truck nice and warm in the winter. It's nice not having it frozen when you go outside. But yeah, so got a dirt bike. It's a 1998 Yamaha WR400. Just going through, just painting the bottom over. Had a lot of rust on it. Obviously you can see it's been used and abused and gouged up plenty. There's a little hole right there. It's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to clean it up a little bit, just get some of the rust off of it, just so it didn't develop more. I mean, it's gonna get beat up again. It's my first time having a dirt bike. I can ride them, I just never actually had my own yet, or a big one like this. But we've just been on like smaller ones. But yeah, it was a little bit more of a process than I thought it was going to be. I needed two brand new tires. One was originally from like 05, the other one's from like 2013. I needed a new gas tank. All the plastics were shot, so I have all new plastics from USFO class in there. The engine I got up over there. I was gonna clean it up at this point. I'm like, I just want to get this thing back together. I can just hose it down at some point. I'm like, it's not that dirty, and just clean it up. I got tons of new stuff for it. You got an exhaust up there for it too. Your throttle barb body thing, majigger. What else? Yeah, we got all new fasteners for that, new chain, new rear brake reservoir, start engine kill button, light button, fuel petcock, and anything else in here? No, not that one. Nothing major in there, just some other stuff from it. So, got the hitch-mounted ramp, which is a huge help. Don't have to worry about having it hauled anywhere. And yeah, air filter, radiators. Old radiators were shot. So, yeah, that's gonna go back together. I was gonna start it more today, but got into some other stuff and that a little bit. As far as this, we got 94 Celica GT that has some JDM tails already. It's yellow, as you can see. We got some nice Conzi wheels and Sika brakes on there. We have 6-pot in the front, 4-pot in the rear. Bought it like this, so I'm gonna need to get a prop valve because that is it locks up from what I was told, so we'll see. We'll kind of lessen the rear on that. It's got what, about 244,000 miles on it, and I'm currently in the process of removing the big sub and amp on there. I'm just gonna put my bazooka once I get it out here, and then yeah, we also have a 5th gen swamp inside of it. which is pretty sweet. So I'm gonna go through, eventually get the GT4 front end on here, get the projector headlights, work on the bi-xenon upgrade kit for the low beams, so you have a low and high in both. Well, in the same one, I mean. I have a spare set of projectors. I have a couple sets of projectors. We're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, so basically go through, take the air-to-air kit off of this, change over to water-to-air. It's too tight. I don't like it. It's just too much going on. It's just water to air, boom, right here. That's it. Get a pump over there. Battery's gonna go in the back. You're gonna get the proper intake on here, so that way you can hook up the oil catch to the intake, so that way it actually works as intended. Also, the idler control valve was hooked up. I was supposed to go to the pre-turbo side of the intake, well, pre-turbo side of this whole setup. You know what I mean? And nothing against the guy that owned this before me. You know, we all learned at some point. He had the idler control valve hooked up to the brake booster, which was why the car wouldn't idle when it was cold. It had to be warmed up and held with the throttle for a bit. But easy fix, just clean that up. Yeah, this is zip tied here. This was originally hitting the belt down there, so you know, that stuff. Got hood spacers that are going to come off once I get the GT4 front end on it. And then, oh yeah, BC Racing coilovers. We have, from what I was told, 6K springs in the front, 4K in the rear. Probably going to change those out with mine. And I have 8K and 6K. And then he has ST Suspension Techniques sway bars on both front and rear. And those I'm going to take off. This around at this point. I don't want to hold it backwards right now. Yeah, so we have that. I have a little bit of rippling going on here from something happening to it, so I'm hoping one of those paint that's down in little places we'll be able to take that out. There's a spot underneath on, actually just like a little bit right there. So see if I can get that popped out too at some point. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I got going on right now. The wrap's gonna eventually be here. That'll be a fun project. My hair is a little messy. Not really, but yeah. So stay tuned, and you'll see the rebrand soon enough. Here, Instagram. Do I have it on? I might have it on TikTok too. I forget. Here, there, and there. Eventually set up and some other stuff. I don't know. Maybe a Facebook page too. That light is so bright. I can't do this right now. Yeah. So anyway, feel free to follow along on my journey into all of this stuff, and yeah, I appreciate that. So I will see you guys later.